Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Rockets will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Falcons' offense takes the field. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Clay. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Ready? And the Falcons have it with a 1st and goal. Jackrabbit. Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Give to the big fullback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BG.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Toledo Rockets offense will go to work for the first time. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Rockets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parker. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in, it's Parker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Rockets will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's reeled in. It's Hilton.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB, put a little extra sauce on it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go.
Give to the running back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On the double.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Easy.
From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Rockets want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Rockets will hustle to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all for him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Rockets line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Falcons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. A strike downfield. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lanier.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Falcons can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lanier. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 10 over West Virginia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Let's go.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Easy.
Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. Looking left. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a... gained if he could have held on. The Rockets decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Grab near the marker. It's Lanier. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Works the middle of the field.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hilton. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now improvising. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BG.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll try the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Rockets send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Here's the handoff. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hilton. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Falcons have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Let's go to the studio now and check. and Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 13 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. And the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
And the Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 off.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard. line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Rockets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Falcons will punt this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Rides the back on the option, the give. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Got it in the middle, it's Lang. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
they'll send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it from the gun.
And I know you can play these late situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Bowling Green.
The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. The Rockets offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Turning it on! They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Falcons are facing 3rd and inches. They'll power it inside with the fullback. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? With the clock running, this should be the final play. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
Well, and it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.